Hey everyone, quick video on what happens with your 2021 Tesla Model 3 SR when you're driving in minus 10 Celsius. So, I've been out now today it's 4:40 in the afternoon. I left the house at 11. I'm on my driveway right now. So that would be a total of, 5 hours and 40 minutes. I drove 103 kilometers, which is about 50 miles, give or take, and I left here with a 97% charge, and I got home with a 60% charge. So to me, I could do about 300 kilometers, approximately 150 miles, give or take, on a full charge in minus 10 Celsius. The cabin pressure was 21 degrees Celsius the entire time. I drove the speed limit most of the time on the highway, which is 100 kilometers an hour. I did do up to 110 sporadically, but not very often. And I'm sitting with, maybe the total drive time was about an hour and 40 minutes, between an hour and 25 to an hour and 40 minutes total drive time. And the rest of the time, the car was parked. So that's pretty good because, people that are new that hear things like range anxiety and so forth, it's not really an issue because, first of all, if you were to, and also monetarily speaking, the average car does about 300 kilometers. By the way, this was a combined highway driving. Most of the driving I did today was, well, see, there was a detour actually. So typically it would be a 60-minute total highway drive. Today it ended up being that 60-minute total highway drive, along with, I would say, an hour of detours thrown into the mix was more accurate. So combined about 2 hours driving time, 1 hour city, a hair under, and 1 hour highway. And that's what led to the stats that I gave you in terms of battery. But back to what I was saying, a gas car will cost you anywhere from average of 65 to $70 to $95 to fill up in Canada. You're paying anywhere from $6 to $9 to fill up for that same 300 kilometers with your electric vehicle. So monetarily, there's no question about it. And as far as range anxiety goes, if you're at all concerned or don't trust the figures, it's very, very simple. Leave your house with 95% charge. You'll be perfectly fine unless you're really looking to cover, a lot more ground. So just to recap, I did, just to make sure, because I may have said 150 before, I'm going to do this video in one take. I did 103 total kilometers today, and the stats that I mentioned before are accurate in terms of how much I was in the car and what I did and what kind of driving I did. Now, I know there's a lot of videos out there that'll put you through the gears and, with all sorts of charts and so forth, and I could do that too, but the fact of the matter is, nobody's going to be bang on. I'm sure you want quick information. You don't want a long video that goes on forever. So in short, here's another thing with charging as well that newbies should know. Charge the car to 100%. Once every couple months. It helps with the accuracy of calibration. I've done a lot of research. There's a lot of contradicting information out there too. But if you charge to 100%, drive the car right away, and you don't want to leave the car, charge it and not drive it. You want to do that if you charge to 100%. If you're going to start driving the car right away, is what I meant to say. 90% is fine. If you want to charge to 90% and leave the car that way and not drive it right away, that's fine too. Keep in mind that anything over 90% is going to affect your regenerative braking, which means that until you get closer to the 90% mark, you may not get a lot of regenerative braking happening. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. I tried to be as concise as I can possibly be. If it was a bit repetitive, my apologies, but I just want to make sure that the charging, that it's clear to you, is not really that big of a deal. And even in minus 10 Celsius, which is pretty cold, I got back here with 60% of my battery, I think, which is pretty great. And 103 kilometers in, I could probably have done 300 kilometers driving. It would have been maybe a little bit less than that if the car had stayed parked a little bit more. But that's it for now, and that's my quick summary and update on charging, what you should think of, and how much you burn through in cold weather when it's still quite chilly outside. So I hope you're well. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you're aware when I make new videos and get notified, because I am also going to be doing giveaways in the future, which I have also done in the past, which you could see if you watch other videos on the channel. Please hit the like button. I'd love it if you did. It helps with the algorithm, and I'll make a new video soon. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you on the next video.